you for giving me this opportunity just to spend time with you and for you to just talk. You're so wise and so wonderful, and
well, it's mutual.
so
Mutual admiration society, I guess.
well, thank you. I count you as a friend and as a mentor and so many other things. There are so many things that you do. And just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, when I was very young, I realized that if anything good, wonderful was going to happen in my life, it was going to be up to me. So I started thinking of things that I wanted to do and be, and made plans and watched them unfold. And if this didn't work, okay, try something else. And same way with activities in the community, personal things, family. Be the best that I could be. I wasn't concerned about who other people were or did things they did, but it was, how about me? Am I going to be the best person I can be and have the things that I want to have, do the things I want to do? So, well, for instance, I decided I wanted to travel. And so I created a business that allowed me to travel and interact with people and see the world. And so I just passed 100 countries. So I've seen a lot. And that makes my life at home very interesting, because when I watch television or when I read a book, I can mentally bring up the pictures and the people and the atmosphere and so forth. So I'm right back in that place living it again.
Talk to me about books, though, because you told me that you read over, did you say up to 150 books a year?
Yes, I do. Well, I just took a 33-day vacation to the South Pacific, and I immediately went out and got 10 books and read them about the different places I was going to be. And I had at least 10 DVDs that I watched, and I spent, oh gosh, maybe 80 hours on the computer researching, because I wanted to know as much as I could about the places so that I could understand the situations, the people, etc., and not have to listen to someone tell me things that only the things they want us to hear.
And yet, that's another example. You wanted to take this trip and you just went ahead and took it. A lot of people wouldn't do that, being the age that you are, and I can say that to a lady because I know you're very open about that.
Yes. See, I want people to understand that age is a number, really, and it's a matter of who you are and what you want to do, what you want to experience. And so, well, I tell my body it's 62, and most days it listens. And so,
what do you do on the days that it doesn't listen?
Well, then I nurture it.
Okay.
I nurture myself, and I look to why it isn't. You know, what did I say or do, think, that created what I have, and so let's fix it. So without exception, people were astonished that I was as old as I am and doing what I'm doing. But I want to change people's attitudes and belief systems about what growing older means. So you don't have to listen to someone who doesn't have your best interest in mind. You don't have to do, well, you are considering your age, etc., etc.
Right.
It's like, look at me, not the numbers.
Mm-hmm. And what is your number?
89 3/4.
I love it. Now, you have lived your life very much the way you wanted to, and you've been very happy doing it. There are those, especially those of us that were in a Judeo-Christian type background, that would say that that's selfish. Would you speak to that? Because I've never seen you as a selfish person as long as I've known you.
Well, okay. I believe in the oneness of life. That at the soul level, we're all alike. And it's just myriad expressions of the same thing. And so what I do for myself, I'm doing for everyone else. And I look at, there's another expression of me. There's another expression of me. And I've done a lot of things in my life that I really didn't want to do to get where I wanted to be. And so a lot of that comes through interacting with others, in service to others. And so my focus is to help everyone, including myself, be the best person they can be. To have the things that they want to have. And that doesn't mean excesses. That means enough to meet your needs.
That brings me to a term or a phrase that you use. I've heard you use it several times over the time I've known you. And it's, I have few needs and less wants.
Yes. It's get right down to a simplistic life. Really look at what you need, and it's not a lot. And, well, for instance, I need people, but I also need alone time. I need to quiet my mind and let it renew. I need I have a need to nurture others as well as myself. Because it's giving, you can only give to yourself. And so I want to be good to me.
I sometimes think of you as a broker of spirituality.
Oh.
Because, you know, you've called yourself a catalyst, a supporter, an encourager. You never have that attitude of, I'm a healer, I'm doing this. It's all about me. And though people do consider you a healer because you have such a healing presence, talk to us really about how you help people.
Well, sometimes we really can't see ourselves. And so I can see things in you. I have a strong intuition, clairvoyance, clairaudience, clairsentience, the spiritual skills, gifts. And so I also have what I call soul-to-soul talk. Your soul will tell me what to tell you. And sometimes we need reminding. And so perhaps just reminding that you can do something or you can have something if you will only da-da-da-da-da. So that's what I mean by nurturing, I guess, is helping you to help yourself. I call it the race we are running to be our best selves.
And how do you feel when people don't take your thoughts or your advice?
Well, everyone has a choice. And so I learned a long time ago that I'm not responsible what people use and what I share and what they don't use. I had someone tell me a long time ago, one thing that I like about you is when we use your information, you love us. And when we don't use your information, you love us. And so that's it. It's, why wouldn't I love you? Why wouldn't I want the best for you? See, I think love is neutral. You just love. And so that's, you can love with your heart, you can love with your words, you can love with your eyes, you love with your presence.
Well, you certainly love with your presence, and part of that, I think, is because you're so accepting.
Oh, yes. Because I see myself in you.
It's a wonderful quality.
Well, thanks. Everyone has it.
And I love how you bring it out in us. We'll talk again soon.
Thanks.